All right, we are starting from the top. Hello, everybody. This is Shelby Olischlager. Obviously, um, haven't done a solo deep dive in a while, so we are due. We're well overdue to discuss this topic that I have in store for us all, and that is about fear. Yay! Fear is so fun. I love being afraid of life. I love being afraid of what people think of me. I love being afraid of what I think of myself. It's a good time, right? There's so much stuff to be afraid of, and we're going to talk all about it and really uncovering the root of fear and what it is actually telling us in our lives. Because I'm the believer, and I naturally had this inclination of if something scares me, it means it's important to me, which means I should follow through with it. Example, um, hold on, an example, let's say the podcast is a good example, or going to races and barrel racing are good examples. It's scary, but that means it's important. So don't let fear control you and dictate you anymore. Use it as the guide that it's intended to be. And I mean, there's so many different levels of fear, but the one that I really want to uncover is more of just ourselves, what happens when we are afraid, and this will help you maybe get a better understanding of learning your triggers and learning when fear is actually controlling you. So a few ways that I've experienced that fear has controlled me is in perfectionism. So we'll start there. Being a perfectionism, what is that? It means that you want everything to go your way or a certain way, because if it goes wrong, then your whole identity is meshed with. It's all ruined. So we have strong identities. We are, we know who we are. And then we try to make it perfect. We try to eliminate rejection or disappointment. We want to say no when we mean yes. We say no when we want yes. All these things, we're just constantly being a little bit controlled by it. So perfectionism for me is my best example would be at a barrel race for sure. The fear of disappointment or the fear of being less than I was. So if I was going into a race, I wanted it to go a certain way. And I wanted to go a certain way not for my own self-satisfaction, but because I truly thought my value and self-worth as a person lied in the arena. I thought I had to prove myself and prove my value and prove I was worthy of the good things, or worthy of friendships, worthy of love, worthy of this, worthy of being celebrated, all because of my performance in the arena. So as you can imagine how that would set up for me trying to be a perfectionist, having a lot of disappointments because there's no such thing as being perfect. And honestly, I have one particular moment in my head. I remember going into the arena. I'm like, I don't even know why I'm going in here, because I just felt like I wasn't going to deliver that unrealistic expectation I had on myself. And I was embarrassed. And that was really hard. And as you can imagine, how I performed was not that ideal. We did not do well. And it was just because that idea of this fear of it meaning something more than it needed to. And I mean, I said fear guides us, which I totally believe it does. At the same time, we have to understand where it's coming from. What is it actually trying to tell us, most importantly? Another way that fear could relate to you, or how fear really has related for myself, is the idea of just settling with what you have and being afraid to, let's say, show up more authentically, and afraid to show your true colors, show your true nature, again, by the fear of being judged, or the fear of it's not good enough what your real self is. Or there's so many ways you can fill in the blanks for that. But the fear of settling stop you from dreaming. Be more realistic. Why the F do you want to be realistic in life? I'm at that stage where I'm like, if you can be anything in life, please don't be boring and don't be realistic. Go live, go do you. Letting go of that attachment of this is my life, this is what I do, I'm gonna stay here because I'm kind of afraid to grow anymore or to be bigger than I am because of XYZ. And the XYZ is pretty important because sometimes that could mean changing a relationship, leaving a job, it could be leaving the country. There's so many things that fear has basically, or I guess I should say, on the other side of fear, there's so many unknowns, so many variables, me becoming maybe a new person and just growing and evolving, maybe having to let go of relationships, all because we're afraid to settle. Does that make sense? Like, to me, it's just like, it's huge eye-opening, really like light bulb moment of just understanding like, I'm settling for more reasons than just me not being able to get where I want to go because I'm in control. The fact that I'm procrastinating means I'm afraid of actually taking the action to get somewhere because I'm afraid of where that will take me. I'm afraid of that destination because it's unknown. It's outside of the comfort zone, you know? So being afraid of failing, being afraid of succeeding, the comfort zone is safe, and we're safe in here. Even though we're settling, we know deep in our soul, oh, like I feel like I'm made for something a bit more or something different, something truly something inspired solely by you, by life guiding you, and you like just showing up so authentically and pure and true and be like, I'm letting life guide me openly, open-heartedly. I'm just here. I'm, honoring and embracing the journey and whatever that is without fear putting us down this path that we don't actually truly feel aligns with us. So yeah, fear is pretty powerful. Again, I really think that we can use it for the better. We can use it as the guide. We can use it to tell us like, this means it's important. The fact that I'm afraid means it's really important to me. And the interesting thing is that before we, let's say, take action for something that we want to do, fear's high. We're like probably at a 9 out of 10 of like, holy shit, I'm gonna do this thing. And then when you go through it, you realize, wow, that actually wasn't that big of a deal. I might even want to do that again. An example, barrel racing. Like we are all riders. Like we understand fear is pretty powerful before a run. And when it's all said and done, you're on this high, you're on this adrenaline rush because you faced the fear. Like, yay, that's amazing. And it feels so good after. And after it's all said and done, you're like, why was I so afraid? Like, it wasn't even that scary. Like, maybe it was kind of scary, but like we survived. We got through it. Like no one... like you are going to live to see another day after that barrel race, even though it scared the shit out of you, but you actually showed up, you did it. And that is the accomplishment that will feed more of that. Like that will feed more of, I'm going to show up and I'm going to take action. So maybe a really good place to start would be with riding since it's something that we're all super familiar with. But I really encourage you to maybe step outside of that. What's something else that you feel that has been blocking you from taking the next step? Or what's something that you actually want to do, but you feel like you are stuck in this comfort zone or this imaginary jail cell that you've created? What is that thing? And be honest with yourself. Ask, like, what is really important for me? Like, what is something I actually want to do with my life? Or like write it down and then say, why haven't I got there? What am I truly afraid of? Are you actually afraid of maybe getting the thing? Because like, same. It's scary sometimes. I saw this thing where it said, sometimes having your dreams come true can be the scariest thing of your life. And like, to me, it's just so true because that means you're changing who you are. You're expanding, you're growing. And that can be really scary because life all of a sudden is expecting you to step up to the plate to become someone that you may not have been before. You 100% haven't been before. And that change of having to change you're changing a little bit of your identity and who you thought you were. That is terrifying. Like, I'm here for you, girl. Like, that's okay though. The thing that isn't okay is to settle, going full circle to the beginning, settling and staying in that space because you are afraid. And the message really is that when something scares you, like, I encourage you to just put on your boots and do it. Just do it. Just let motivation beat procrastination. Use the motivation you have to take that action and say, this is important and I'm stronger than this fear that's trying to keep me small and keep me from dying. Because fear, really, if you go back to like human species, we needed fear. Fear was actually a very good tool for us. But now in our society, fear doesn't, it keeps us safe. We don't want to hit something hot because it's going to be hot and it's going to hurt us. So we don't want to hurt ourselves. And that's fine. But things like shame or rejection or disappointing people or failure or all these things, uncertainty, like so many of these things aren't life or death anymore. So that's a bit of the news flash, the update about fear is that it's not life or death anymore. And we actually, you know what? I take that back because it is it's your real life versus your life now. And that is important. It's something to take seriously important. Do you want to stay in a safe spot? Do you want to stay here? Or are you willing to face your fears and to step outside and to grow and expand and evolve and allow your love to guide you and allow the universe to show you the way and just have those good intentions and show up in that way of, these are my intentions I have. This is what I want to do with my life. I trust, I have faith. I'm going to accept it. I'm going to let it guide me. I'm going to just walk into it unknowingly, but use the faith as my strength. Like, I just think that's so beautiful. And I just, I don't want anyone to be living lesser than because of fear anymore. Because it doesn't need to be that way. If there's something I haven't done, use that as like, this is cool. This is something I haven't done before. This is my chance to experience something new. Whatever that is for you, big or small. Like, it could literally be something like deciding to take sober September. That could be really scary for people because it's like, holy shit, I've never not drank for a whole month. But again, that's something you haven't done before. So use it as like feel good about that, to say, this is something I've never done before. How cool that I get to experience something I haven't done before and experience a feeling that I have never felt before. That's awesome. Like, I love that. I just love it. So I'm going to finish this off. I don't want to go too long on this because I could probably go forever, but I just want you to feel the desire that you have. And don't be afraid to, don't take the back burner. Don't let your decisions be the back burner of how you actually live your life. Don't let other people dictate you, and don't out of fear say yes when you want to say no, and don't out of fear say no to something when you really want to say yes and you want to do it. Be afraid and do it anyways. Show up, make mistakes, be imperfectly you, and just embrace that. And I hope you feel my energy through this, because this is a huge topic and something that really is, I think, the root of everything, like this fear. But again, use it to guide, use it to show more of you. If something is scaring you, say, okay, that's really interesting. What is it about it? Why is this important to me? You're scared of things that are important to you, that mean something, and use that as your fuel to the fire to actually move forward and to take the actions and to do the things that you know in your soul and your heart, your depth is what you're meant to do. And that could be big or small. Like, it could be just deciding to go to the gym, or it could be trying to solve world hunger. I don't know. It's up to you. But don't live in that little box anymore, okay? This is also a message for myself completely. I feel like I'm literally just talking to Shelby. Be like, Shelby, you know this. Like, this is my message I need for me. So hopefully this is a message that you also need as well, because that's what I do. And I'm not going to stop. You're watching and listening like real time of me uncovering these principles and these things as well. And I just know that we're all people. We all experience we all experience most of the human emotions and feelings. Like we all are living this human experience. We're all living it differently. We all have our own set of reality, but at the core, we all feel these same sort of feelings in some way, shape, or form. So again, maybe this isn't relevant right now on your journey where you are, but I think we can take these principles and really apply it in a lot of ways. And maybe you can even share this with someone and tell someone that you know that they're staying small because of fear and that they're afraid of going to that first barrel race because of, oh, people are going to judge me, and what if I don't do good, and what if. Maybe those people really need this message. So I encourage you to pass it along. Like, I think these are just such good principles to really hold on to tight and use anytime that we're caught in a roadblock, or we're caught at a cross rail of like, do we go this way or this way? Do I say yes to this or do I say no? And then think this process of like, what do I really want? Why would I say no? Is it really that big of a deal? Am I going to die? These are good questions to ask. But yeah, I really would love for you to just drop the control a little bit and just allow the trust and the faith that you have with life unfolding exactly how it's supposed to, and using these lessons and using the lessons you might learn by showing up and being fearful but doing it anyways. Maybe you go to that barrel race and maybe it is a complete shit show. That's okay. Like, you got through it and that was step 1. What's step 2? How are you going to move forward? So again, it's always just that next step, and using fear to kind of put you in the first step. Then what? Like, what is your next move going to be? And again, just keep leading with your heart, leading with yourself, your real authentic self. Just keep leading from that. Keep asking these questions from your real, like, deep desires. Like, what is it that you want to do? Where do you want to go? What are your goals? And again, just, yeah, I don't want to say again anymore because I feel like I've said it so many times, and it's, there's just so many good principles out of fear that I said I could go forever for. But I think this gives a pretty good intro to this, and hopefully some really useful tactical insight to fear, to how it affects us, how maybe we try and numb fear. I'll quickly end on that. Like I said, Sober September, because I'm participating in that, and I have a few friends that are as well. And I think that fear, we numb it. We're afraid of being bored. We're afraid of being alone. Even like in that sense anyways, like let's say at the end of the day, oh, I really want a glass of wine because I'm pretty bored right now, and I'll just drink to, just whatever, get that feel and whatever, be buzzed, I guess. And so you use fear also is controlling that, because you're numbing it. You're numbing the distractions. You're numbing being bored. You're ignoring the bigger issues in life by potentially drinking. And I mean, that's like a whole nother topic that I would actually like to talk about, because alcohol and like substances, like really, they got a lot of control. They got a lot of control over us. And we can go on that another day, but just be aware, be consciously aware of these things in your day-to-day life. Check in with yourself and ask these questions. That's what I'm going to leave with. We're done. So I hope this helps. I really, really, truly do. And I mean, this is just me speaking from my own heart and my own experiences. So if you have anything that you want to share, just reach out to us on We Can Hustle. Like, I'm here for you. We have a Facebook group, We Can Hustle. Check it out. Like an actual group, not just a page. So the group is geared more towards like more intimate stuff. Like, you can be vulnerable and open. It's very fearless, not full of fear. It's full of love and caring and just good things. So check that out if you want to join. It's free. It's all for you. So yeah, this is a good chat. You're listening right now. I don't know if you hear birds, but I'm outside and I'm just trying to embrace and honor all of the things, including myself, including you listening, and just, yeah, our journeys are beautiful. So let's allow it to happen, and let's just step up, be ourselves. Don't be controlled. Just be you. Just be you. Okay? Okay. Well, thank you so much for listening. This is Shelby signing off.